Hey comic book fans, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic, your host, and right over here, the founding father of the show.
Mr. P. Pardo here for you, or with you. Once again, how's everybody doing? We've got a really cool horror-themed episode for you again. It's hard to believe we haven't done this one before.
We've done many books from this title.
Yeah.
It's one of them, it's Creatures on the Loose.
Originally called Tower of Shadows.
Which was issue number 1, 1969.
Yes, 1969.
Some of the artwork on the inside, Jim Steranko.
Yep.
This is issue number 1. Interestingly enough, Marvel did have a few titles that started off, went a few issues, and then changed, especially with the horror books. You had Tower of Shadows.
They did a lot with the horror books.
Beware the Monsters Are Coming, which changed to Tomb of Darkness.
Yep.
But here's another example. Tower of Shadows. This book was bi-monthly. Right, this issue is September.
Yep.
And then, actually, the next issue, number 2, this is a Neil Adams cover, I believe.
Great covers, great artwork, great stories. These are really good, actually. Really, really good. And, early on...
Tales to blow your mind.
To blow your mind, yeah. So these are like anthology stories, the Tower of Shadows, which is really no different than some of the many other horror and thriller comics there have at the time.
Yeah,
this blob creature
coming
in the back,
down
right?
the steps.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Tower of Shadows.
Oh, great cover.
This one's like tribute to Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the Wax Museum. Yep.
Number 3. I always like this cover. Number 4. I don't have them all. They went 9 issues, and I need 2 of them. I need numbers 5 and 6. But I love the fire theme on this cover, man.
Yep.
Have a little seance and. The demon has answered.
There you go.
Within the witching circle.
Great artwork.
Yeah.
And speaking of the 2 issues that he doesn't have, I have the whole run. So number 5, and this is a great Marie Severin cover.
And it's not easy to find online.
No, these are not. These are not.
Even at the cons. I got lucky. Most of them I picked up at Zap. Most of them.
And look at this. I mean, just classic Marie Severin here. If you're a fan of her work on the Hulk series, just perfect. And like
That's a great cover.
Half man, half like kind of amphibious type of thing. Really, really cool. And then number 6, also a Marie Severin cover, is guy gets shrunk down all of a sudden.
Kind of like an Ant-Man.
Yeah, exactly. The ant is now. I mean, the ant.
The
rat is now gigantic, or the mouse, whatever.
Yeah, that's a rat, I think.
Yeah. So really cool. The Worm Turns and Night of the Ghost Beast are also included in that particular book. And then we go to
issue number 7. We got some kind of lobster monster.
Titano.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't ever guess there was Titano without reading the box.
No,
but do you see the
look
claws?
like a Titano? That is.
I don't know, man, but the claws, the pinchers, don't want to get pinched by those.
No,
This is one of the best, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 8. I just love the wings on these demons.
Yeah.
That is just so cool. And then number 9, the last one, is also cool. You got this demon coming up out of the sewer.
Yeah.
And then the title switches, for no reason whatsoever that I can think of, to Creatures on the Loose.
Creatures on the Loose. And let's have no creatures in it. Instead, starring the King Kull, right?
Yeah.
So he is fighting creatures, obviously, but they decided to kind of reboot the Kull series here.
And what month is that, it says?
It is March.
March, and the last one was... my last one was January. Number 9 was January. So it's still bi-monthly.
Yeah. And this was the springboard for Kull getting his own comic, which they did, right? Obviously, the success of Conan just kind of prompted that.
But before we go any further, I gotta stop. Tower of Shadows did have its own king-size issue.
But wait a second.
Go back.
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
Let's reuse the same cover
and
number 2.
Reuse almost the same stories.
Ugh.
It's got a few more stories, but this a total rehash.
Yeah, you know what? You can rehash the stories, but you don't put the same cover on it again. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I felt cheated.
Yeah.
But I have it. It's the only king-size special for Tower of Shadows.
Yep.
So I bought it. Then back to Creatures on the Loose, number 11 with Moomba.
These are great. This is like the Monsters on the Prowl and all the. I mean, they're just fantastic monster books. That's what these are.
I don't have issue 12.
I do.
Okay.
Captured by Corilla, not Gorilla. Corilla.
I was captured by Gorilla.
Gorilla. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I like the cover though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I wish they would have shown the Gorilla's face a little bit more, obviously, but still pretty cool.
I had number 13. I picked this up at a flea market.
Yeah, Krogar.
Yeah, this was kind of pricey too. This was like $7, but I didn't have it. It's beat up. It was the oldest Creatures on the Loose in my collection when I did buy it. And then a couple of years later, a year or two later, I picked up number 11. But again, the concept of the monsters coming out of the TV, the guys watching TV, Krogar, Freddy Krogar, Freddy Crowbar.
Freddy Krogar.
I have, do you have 15?
I do.
Okay.
Here we got Sprag, the Living Mountain. This is great. Just goofy, 50s and 60s style horror monster stuff. It's
Definitely cool.
Great. It just there's a charm about these things.
Here's number 16.
Oh, I skipped 14 for some reason.
I
had these out of order. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Here we go. Number 14. All right, this is Dead Storage. Share the terrifying experience of a man who found himself in dead storage, plus more masterpieces of the macabre.
Dead storage like a coffin?
Yeah, basically. You got these like Planet of the Apes creatures looking like walking around with a coffin. Pretty cool.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Number 16.
There we go. Now we're back on track.
Now we go back to the Warriors.
Inexplicably, right?
The Warrior of Mars.
Gulliver Jones, Warrior of Mars.
And he kind of hangs around for a little while.
Yeah.
Issue 17.
Not John Carter, but Gulliver Jones.
Yeah. Slaves of the Spider Swarm.
Gil Kane covers on all of these, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then...
And the best cover.
Then it takes another turn. Issue 18. I like this cover.
Yeah.
Fury of Fire.
That's a great monster. Gil Kane was good doing monsters.
Fury of Fra.
Fra, yeah.
Looks like a giant creature from the Black Lagoon kind of thing.
Different color, but
yeah. That's what it makes me think of, you know? But a gigantic version, you know? Yeah. Then I have issue 19, and looks like he's back.
Yep.
Gulliver. And then, I don't have issue 20.
And I do. Here we go, The Monster and the Maiden. More Gil Kane madness there.
That's a good cover, too.
Yeah.
I need that one.
So again, these went from being, monster stories and reprints to now they did this whole Gulliver Jones, Warrior of Mars thing for a number of issues.
Issue 21 would be his last.
Yeah, that's it.
2 worlds to win. Well, he must have won because issue 22, we have Thongor.
Yes. Another Kull ripoff or Conan ripoff.
Yes.
The Warrior of Lost Lemuria.
Now, we all know that women wear thongs, but a man wears a thong. It's called Thongor. I don't know who the hell came up with this name for this guy, Thongor.
That's terrible. Great cover though.
As all these the good artwork too.
Yeah.
And again, great science fiction hack and slash.
Yep.
Got that barbarian flair. This one I needed because I had 21 and 23, or it's actually 22 and 24. I had it picked up at a flea market, and then a couple years later, I picked this one up at Zap.
That John Romita cover right there.
It's definitely. Thongor is just like Conan and Kull.
Yeah. Yep.
I would have rather they said it was Conan, or Kull.
Well, they were just, with the success of Conan, they were just trying to let's do more of this type of stuff.
This is actually a great cover.
Yeah,
I bought this for the cover. He's fighting this giant. It has that Conan feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Attack of the Lizard Hawks. But this I picked up a couple of years ago.
Gil Kane.
This I think is probably the best Thongor cover out there. This and 24. This I just love. I need to study more for the robe. I like to draw the robes and stuff.
And all the creases and things.
Yeah, that's a great example of an evil priest. The Wizard of Lemora.
Let's be truthful here. Gil Kane drew a hell of a lot of Conan covers, so he was well versed in doing this type of thing.
This looks fantastic. I really like this cover. Then I don't have anything else. I don't have 26 or 27, but I have 28.
I don't have any of the Thongors actually.
Yeah, and this 29 is the last of the Thongors, but that's the last that I have. And then it switches to Manwolf.
Yep.
Number 30.
Not to be confused with Werewolf by Night.
But Manwolf appeared in Spider-Man, right?
Yep.
This is J. Jonah Jameson's son.
Yep, John Jameson.
But this is pretty cool. Number 30.
In case you didn't know it, Spider-Man's werewolf nemesis.
Yeah, they remind you.
Yeah.
Right? So if they were hoping to catch some Spider-Man fans here with that, I think.
Yep.
But this is, I think, probably one of the best Man-Wolf covers. I just love the concept that he's in the back of the car.
They think they're bringing John Jameson somewhere, and all of a sudden, look what shows up in the rearview mirror.
That's just awesome, man. There's a Werewolf by Night kind of cover with the same kind of principle, right?
Yep.
The same kind of theme.
Yep.
But I just think that's great.
Ugh.
I picked this one up within the past year.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Kraven the Hunter is he's such a great villain.
It's a great idea to bring him into this series.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And for him to want to hunt the Man-Wolf, that's got to be the ultimate
prize
prize for
what he's all about. Yeah,
Kraven the Hunter. And then this is another classic.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Full moon kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I never, look at the costume with the teeth on the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. That just says it all.
Yeah. Like, why does he need a costume?
And this guy's shooting the gun that doesn't mean anything, right? The gun is useless.
Pop is trying to kill him. Like, I can't kill my son.
This is issue 34.
Yeah.
Falling out of the roller coaster. Yeah. Gotta wear your seatbelt. Nope.
Actually, it's a train, not a roller coaster. Yeah, it's a trestle going.
All right.
Yeah.
But he's not strapped in.
No, he's not. He's not.
It does.
He's not.
He's definitely on a roller coaster ride with that. Number 35. Now we're on hovercraft mode.
I did not like the way the Man-Wolf looks on that.
Cool cover. I don't have 36.
I don't think I have this one.
But the very last issue is number 37. Yeah. Man-Wolf.
And was that, I don't remember, was that the last Creatures on the Loose?
It is. This is the last issue. So this title jumped around quite a bit. Yeah. And I think this is probably 1975. So from 69 to 75, it's around about 6 years. Yeah. And it jumped through 4 different characters. Man-Wolf, Gulliver,
Thongor,
and all the multiple horror stuff in the beginning.
The monsters, yeah. Yep.
So this title, I don't think they really knew what they were doing. They just kind of jumped around with stuff, experimenting with horror.
Yeah, it's just like, Supernatural Thrillers did the same thing. It had basically, you had the Living Mummy, you had all the monster stuff, all the different, and then you had the Living Mummy for a bunch of issues. Then you had,
it started with It.
Yep.
The swamp monster, not It the Colossus. Totally different It.
Which Morbius was in which one though? Adventures in the Fear, right?
Adventures in the Fear.
Yeah.
So that's it for Creatures on the Loose.
Yep.
Hope you liked it, guys.
Yeah, Tower of Shadows / Creatures on the Loose, right?
Now I got something else for you guys.
Oh boy.
Comic Book Geezers issue number 34.
Wow. Look at that harpy creature. Holy cow.
There you go, guys. Disapproval code.
Yeah.
There you go. Check that out.
Oh.
I started with the horse and the skeleton.
I gotta say, this is one of your best creations right here.
You like that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is
that like a harpy, right?
Kind of. Yeah, I took Hulk issue 168, the harpy.
And that was your
inspiration? I had to have something to go by. Yeah. Well, hold that back up again. I started with the horse, because I never drew a horse. And then I put the skeleton on him. And then I had all this open space up above. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool? And I thought of the Hulk issue with Harpy, 168. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if something swooping down on him?
Yeah.
So then I took the Hulk issue 168 and used the Harpy from issue 168, which is a one-hit wonder villain, Betty Ross, right?
Yep.
So I kind of used the Harpy, maybe as an example. I needed it as a reference. So...
And
then I colored it in.
Yeah.
But I went off a little bit with the wings underneath. But the outside perimeter I used as a guide because I couldn't really draw it off the top of my head. I needed a little help so I could use. All right. But anyway.
And I like the guy riding the horse, the skeleton, because it's got the body of a man and the torso is a skeleton and it's got like a horse head. Like a mini horse head. Yeah, the dude.
I gave him a Cro-Magnon kind of a skull.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but horse face? Yeah, okay. And this was the first horse I ever drew.
Yeah, pretty good.
It wasn't easy, man.
No.
And you know what I tried to use? Because the hard part was the hooves.
Yeah.
So I took Gil Kane's Supernatural Thrillers, the Headless Horseman horse.
There you go.
And then I colored him in But yeah, this is issue number 34.
Very cool.
I
like that one a lot, and the colors on the Harpy are great.
Thank you. Yeah, it looked better when it was in pencil, but once I started to color it in, I didn't want to lose her face,
Yeah.
So just to give you a little detail on the face and the eyes and the nose and the fangs. So
cool.
This is issue 34, Comic Book Geezers. We're still at 2 cents.
Still 2 cents. What a bargain.
So there you have it, gang. And I hope you liked this edition of Comic Book Geezers. I'm Wild Bill, as always saying thanks for being here. Please click the notification bell and the like button. And if you do the notification bell, you know you're kept in the loop every time we have a new video.
That's right.
And as always, thanks for your comments and your suggestions. And we appreciate your subscriptions, and thanks for your support. And we'll see you again real soon on Comic Book Geezers.
That's right. Coming up, we've got favorite covers. Tales to Astonish. No, sorry. Astonishing Tales, right?
Astonishing Tales.
Astonishing Tales. I always get them confused. Astonishing Tales coming up next episode. So I am Pete for Wild Bill. We'll see you then with more fun stuff. Take care.
Bye.